Okay, so we want to talk about what is the blockchain, right? It's very important to understand how blockchain technology works. You don't need to understand every single part of the blockchain, but it is for understanding crypto, it's very important to understand what is the blockchain. So, it seems kind of obvious, but a blockchain is a chain of blocks. And the blocks exist in the technology world, and I'll get into a little bit more explanation, but if you see here, this is the blockchain with multiple blocks of technology chained together in order. So what is inside each block, right? Inside these blocks could be records, could be data, transactions, contracts, and they're stored here inside these blocks. Now let's take a look at examples of transactions. A transaction could have information X sends Y 100 tokens. A sends K 900 tokens, a different transaction. B sends C 800 tokens. K sends M 500 tokens. So these are all examples of transactions that all exist inside one block. Now, one block can hold more than 4 transactions, but for this example, we're just showing you what this looks like. So for our project, the AX token exists on the Binance Smart Chain. As you can see here, there are different types of blockchains that exist in the cryptocurrency world. Our token lives on the Binance Smart Chain, or we call it the BSC. All right. So what's unique about the BSC? The BSC has 21 validators, and that's represented by these computers all around the world. Okay, 777, and they're all in different places. So what is an example of validation? So there's a transaction. Sammy sends Gary 100 tokens. Validator 1 sees that transaction. Validator 2 also sees the same exact transaction. Sammy sends Gary 100 tokens, and that's recorded on Validator 1, recorded on Validator 2. It's just recorded. It's not confirmed yet. Then Validator 3, Sammy sends Gary 100 tokens. Validator 4, Sammy sends Gary 100 tokens. And what happens is, this is going to happen 29 times across 21 validators. And when they're all confirmed, you got the thumbs up, and then the 100 tokens actually changes hands. So let's talk about another example of validation where the blockchain does some protection for you. So let's say Gary takes 50 of those tokens that Sammy sent him, and he's going to send it back to him. Validator 1 sees this transaction. Validator 2 sees this transaction and has the same version of the transaction on its own server. But this Validator 3 sees a transaction that says Gary sends Sammy 25 tokens, different than the other ones. Then Validator 4, and let's say this continues all the way to 21. 20 validators have the same transaction, and one is out of sync, and this transaction fails, and the tokens would not change hands. Okay, that's how the blockchain works. Here's some of the benefits of the blockchain. The Binance Smart Chain is decentralized. So what that means is those 21 servers or nodes are independent and not controlled by one person. Those 21 validators are fast. Transactions happen very quickly. The blockchain is public, and what that means is the transactions and the ledger is public to inspect. So there's a transparency that exists in the blockchain. So this is an explanation of what a blockchain is, how the Binance Smart Chain works, and examples of how validations work for transactions.